you.
All right.
Good evening, Sakee. Thank you for coming on Sports Talk with C.
Awesome. Hi, see? Nice to meet you.
Finally,
I
thanks for
know.
coming on. Yes, 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 yes. So,
You got
Sakee,
it.
tell me a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Okay. So my name is Sakee Sade. I am from Maywood, Illinois, originally. It's a little suburb right outside of Chicago. Um, I am a former athlete. I played Division III basketball in college many moons ago. Many moons ago. But I still feel like it was yesterday. Like I was just telling my best friend who was my teammate, like it just seems like we were like battling like recently. Even though it was 2006, it's 2007. So yeah, I played high school basketball, got a scholarship to play in college. Um, love the game, absolutely love the game. And some unfortunate situations happened that allowed me to not continue my pursuit. I did want to go overseas and play or play in the WNBA, but circumstances didn't allow that. So I was fortunate to have a brilliant idea come to me, and it was not myself, it was just God that gave me this idea to further my love of basketball and to create a women's female athletic line. And
Okay.
it's a clothing line and a footwear line all together. And the name of it is Fab Girl.
Yes.
So FAB is an acronym for Feminine and Built to Ball. And I was actually, so long story short, I couldn't continue my studies because I had some scholastic issues, which I want to just encourage everybody. I mean, it's, as good as you are, you have to have your everything in line. Like, you can't
Mm-hmm.
just think that you're the girl on campus and, oh, I don't have to go to class, yada, yada. That was me. And I forfeited a full year scholarship to go to St. Joseph's in Illinois. It was a great institution. So I screwed that opportunity over. And I was like, I didn't know what I was going to do with myself because that basketball was my life. Like that was what I wanted to do. So I figured if I didn't have that, like what do I have? So I ended up working in some retail store and I was at the fitting room and like this acronym, like I started just writing letters down because I always
Mm-hmm.
write stuff just to have it, you never know what you could get from writing whatever. So I was just writing FABB and I was just like playing around with some acronyms and I'm like, feminine and built, and it just came to me. So I'm like, oh my goodness, this is like, I have to move forward with this. This is something I have to do. And that's how it started. So
Oh, okay. All right. But
yes.
before we talk about Fab Girl,
I'm sorry. I'm
we are going to back it up a little bit. No, no, no. You're good. You are a good girl. When you hear
sorry.
the word basketball, what is the
Yes.
first thing that comes to your mind?
Ooh, love.
Love.
Yeah,
And where
love.
does your love for the game come from?
I think it just came super early. I was actually just playing around in the fifth grade, I can remember, in the gym. And I was just like throwing the ball up there. You know, kids don't
Mm-hmm.
really, yeah. So I was just throwing the ball. I hit like the craziest shot. Everybody like looked at me like, did you mean it? I'm like, yeah. No, I didn't really mean to do it, but yeah, I did that. I did that. So I was like,
Like, yeah, I did
okay,
that.
exactly. I totally did that,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing where it came from. So after that, I kind of just like put more time in watching and trying to see like what is this? Maybe this is interesting because I grew up an only child. I had no siblings. I had some cousins, but I was pretty much a loner. So um, I was just watching and I was like, oh, this is pretty interesting. So I started like practicing. I'm like, okay, this isn't bad. So I just kept practicing
This
by
isn't
myself.
bad.
This isn't bad. I could actually do this. And it wasn't like too many back then. I'm like late 90s. It wasn't many opportunities for girls as far as like social media now and all the attention that it gets, all these
Mm-hmm.
videos and all this stuff. It was none of that. So like I had to find a boys and girls club that uh would let me get on a team. And from there, I kind of just practice and hone my skills. And yeah, so I think it starts from a love point because I had no intentions of really doing that, and I just kind of my love for basketball grew right after I started watching. Then the WNBA just started, so
Mm-hmm.
that was my, oh my goodness, I was like, okay, I want to do this, like, yeah. But my mom took me to Sears and got me all the gear, and I just started watching all the games. And
Who did you want to be like at that time when it first started? Who did you want to be like? You said you wanted to go to the
see,
WNBA.
oh my goodness, Cynthia Cooper, hands down.
Hey, okay. You want to be like Miss Cooper. All right, all
Miss
right.
Cooper
A
raising the
legend. All
roof.
righty.
I know. I was so like, oh yeah, she was it. She was it for me. And then I was a big fan of Cheryl Swoops. I would say pretty much
Swoops.
the whole Houston Comets team to me. Like
Yes, yes, yes.
Tina.
They you want to talk about, like, you know how they always talk about like the legacy teams,
Yes.
juggernaut teams. Like they always talk about the Bulls 93 team, the Warriors
See,
2000 and I don't want to, quote myself. Well, you guys know what I'm
exactly. The
talking about when they went
2000s,
70, 73 and but you got swept by Bron.
yes.
Well, not swept, but Bron Beaches anyway. But we're not gonna talk about that. But they never talk about how the Comets came in, they won over
Hello.
and over, like how
Hello.
dominant they were, but they was getting us ladies, but they're gonna learn today.
Exactly.
As long as
Exactly.
I got something
Hello.
to do with it, they're gonna learn today.
Hello, hello. Yes, you're so accurate though. But I think that like for a lot of my generation, like that women's team right there, like really put us to, okay, we can do this. We could do something like really
Mm-hmm.
major. And they were so, like you said, dominant. And it was just a
Rebecca
great thing to watch.
Lobo,
Yeah,
I love her.
yeah. Oh my goodness. Yes.
So
Yes.
what
So
stuck out to me about
yeah.
you is when you had first reached out, a lot of,
Hmm.
when people reach out, everyone's like, how do you know that it's like real, or, you know, you're not afraid? I'm like, no. And what stuck out to me is, like you said, that I am a believer that I don't have to be anything outside of what I am to be successful. So
Yes.
when you say that, does that come
Yeah.
from someone? Is that a quote from anyone you was around growing up? Or is that something that you came and, like, is that something you made up yourself, or you
Yeah.
follow something? Well, like, where does that saying
That's
come from?
big. That's big. Good question, C.
Thank you.
Well, I do have experience from growing up. A lot of the girls that I played with, played against, um, it seemed like you had to kind of like create a persona or be something outside of yourself. Like
Mm-hmm.
maybe just being a girl, I'm just speaking from experience back in my day, wasn't acceptable as far as, okay, she can play, but I mean, what else can she do? She doesn't do anything. You had to do something outside of yourself or be like some kind of ultimate or another persona to kind of
Mm-hmm.
like make it, I would say. So I think just for girls coming up that were just like simple and, oh, I'm a girl, I
That's
can play
my promise for
basketball, but I'm
you,
just,
Hunty. Because you get to be who you are
yes,
at
you can
all
just
times.
be.
And exactly.
Hello, yes. You don't have to do anything fancy. You can just be who you were born and created to be and be successful. And I think that's something that I lacked with dealing with growing up. So I wanted to let girls know it's okay to just be you and just be feminine, and you can, you can succeed, you can thrive still.
Yes, you definitely
Yes.
can. And
Yes,
I went on
definitely.
your website, of course,
Yes.
and
Okay.
your mission statement says,
Hmm.
we exist to inspire every female, young and old, to pursue their dreams and goals in life, and to do so by being confident in the female they were created to be.
Hello.
So, did this mission come based off of life experiences, based off of what you want people to see for who you are as a person, as an athlete, as a woman, as a Black woman,
Yeah.
as an athlete?
Yeah.
Um, and does this come from, you stated that you missed out on some opportunities that you wish that you could change. Does
Yes.
this is that part of your mission statement? Does that mission statement come from all these different things wrapped up in one?
Oh yes. Oh yes. I would say every um instance that I lacked confidence, every time that I got shut down, every opportunity that I feel that wasn't given to me or taken away. Um this is definitely a culmination of all of that. Yeah, I definitely think that that situation that I um experienced, that I wasn't able to continue my education, or not, I wasn't able to continue my career, and
Mhm.
to go overseas or to do whatever, after my 4 years of college. I wasn't able to get that going. That really kind of struck me down, and really like dimmed my confidence, and like
Mhm.
I didn't know really what direction I wanted to go to, or go in at that point. So yeah, Fab Girl is definitely like a motivation and inspiration brand, um to let girls know, like, no matter what you face, if it's an injury, like it's not the end of the world, it's not over. Like there is some place for you. And Feminine and Built to Ball, what I like about it is it's not just for athletes, even though that's my main focus, but you
Right.
can be built to ball doing what you do. See, like you know what I'm saying, girl? You're rocking it. You're balling. Like
Mhm.
you can ball in any area in life. It doesn't have to be sports, but anything that you do, you can own it, own your journey, and just like thrive at it. So yeah. And by the way, I got to get you some gear. So I
Yes,
mean,
I would
after
love it.
this.
And I want to say I commend you for just
Mhm.
coming on here and just
Yeah.
being open and honest about,
Yeah.
what you went through,
Yeah.
and how you were able to use what you went through and created Fab Girl Inc. And
Yes.
please let everyone know how they
Yes.
can get some footwear, apparel. So please let everyone know about your website, your Instagram
Awesome.
handles.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So my website is www.fabgirl.com. You can go on there, look at our store. We have some upcoming cool things coming for 2023. But for right now, we got some nice outerwear apparel, some shirts, some stuff you can rock before and after your game, some footwear, some flip flops. So yeah, just check it out. And then we have kind of like a cool little tutorial on just women's sports, if you want to just kind of get your knowledge up there, because I'm a huge kind of like sports buff, especially. So I guess you could say like I don't know all everything, but I love like just the history of sports and stuff like that. So you can look at the women's sports timeline and just check that out. And then we're doing some cool things with different like nonprofit organizations, just trying to give back, and uh, organizations that support like girls in sports and the youth. We're doing some things with that. So yeah, check that out. And then my handle on IG is I am Fab Girl. So you guys could follow us, and we have some cool content that we're looking to expand in the next year. So yeah, super excited about everything like that.
Cool. And if
Yes,
someone was
yes,
coming
yes.
to look for you for some type of advice, whether
Yeah.
it be from either on the sports level,
Mhm.
either coming from athlete to businesswoman level, what
Mm.
would some advice would you give?
Oh, that's really good. I guess I would say to not let your present circumstance fog your outlook on life, and fog what your dreams and your goals are, because it's so easy to just kind of stay stuck where you are, and just to see what the current situation is in front of you, if it's not a good thing. But I would say to just kind of take a step back and think about how you're able to stand right now. Like you're here for a reason, you're here for a purpose. And to just kind of look beyond that, and just know, um, if you look beyond that, that something better is coming for you.
Something is coming better for
Yes,
you.
something is coming better. I promise you.
I know that's right. Well, thank
Yeah.
you, Sakee, for coming on Sports Talk with C. And guys, make sure you
Awesome.
hit up her website. Make sure you follow her IG handle. And again, thank you for coming on Sports Talk with C.
Thank you, C.